fighting over a parking space, man, and they didn't speak for like a good 3 months, man, because they were fighting over that one parking space, you know. But everything's good, you know. They still got their jobs and stuff. But as the elder's saying, when it comes down to food, you know, and raiment and shelter, man, all of that neighborly love is gonna go out the window.
Go out the window, bro. It's gonna turn it. You both gonna turn on one another, man. You know, like I said, all you jakes out there, man, that you know you like to hold hands. The scripture says, "No hand joining hand." The wicked shall not go unpunished, man. You know what I'm saying? You join hands with everybody around planet Earth, man. Esau is gonna feed his children before he feeds yours, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Everyone's gonna go to their own people in that time. So, like I said, the time to come is gonna show out the ripple who everybody is, man. And even that time is going to show who is the Lord's elect. Who's got Go on.
So back in 2nd Ezra 15 and 17, so it says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for tribulation."
So the man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Why? Because of the quarantining, man. Because of the martial laws. Because of the spread of this virus, they're going to try and say that to contain the virus, people need to stay at home, man. Alright? If you suspect yourself as been around anybody that's have caught the virus, close proximity, if you're showing any signs and symptoms, stay at home. Alright? That's what they're doing in Italy, and they're doing it in Iran as well. Okay? China. Oh, there's a lot of ghost towns in China, man. And there's no one in the streets, man. There's no one in the streets. Imagine that. Imagine you walking in Oxford and no one there. You know what I mean? That's the next thing.
It's in the article of Mecca.
Allah is not helping them, man. They've been worshipping Allah for how long? Allah doesn't give a googly muggly about them, man. He never existed. Okay?
Yeah, they are, bro. Let's mask and shit.
Yeah.
There's Moab, man, with the face masks.
You got no fleas, innit?
It's a serious thing, man. But you know, brothers shouldn't. We don't fear the virus, man.
Right.
You know why I don't fear the virus? Because the Lord said He'd deliver me, man.
Right.
If we trusted Him. So we don't fear no virus. And even if the Lord wanted to kill me through the virus, then let the Lord's will be done, man. If the Lord wants me dead, man, I'll happily take that sentence, man. If He wants me to die. He's righteous and I'm wicked, man.
And also you died in the truth too.
Died in the truth, wherever, man. My will is that the Lord remove that cup far from me, and the Lord allow me to see, at least see the glory of His coming, man. You know what I mean? But if His wish is that I die, then let the Lord's will be done, man. You know?
This is Psalms 91, verse 2. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My power, in Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings thou shalt trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
Read that again.
Psalms 91 from verse 2. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress.
I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, man. Go ahead.
My power, in Him will I trust.
My power, in Him will I trust, man. Go ahead.
Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler.
From the snare of the fowler, man. The snare of the fowler, that's the chip, the virus. Go ahead.
And from the noisome pestilence.
Go ahead.
He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings thou shalt trust.
Go ahead.
His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
Right.
Thou shalt not be
His
afraid.
truth. This truth is what's going to defend you from the time to come, man. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness.
The pestilence that walketh in darkness, man. Because you can't identify the virus, man. How can you contain something you don't know where it's coming from? All these cases popping up. They don't know where the virus is right now. People just popping up out of nowhere with cases, man. You can't contain it. The only way for you to contain it is by shooting everybody down, man, pretty much. And they could probably get to that.
They say that, but it's almost impossible to avoid not getting it. You know?
How can you destroy it? Like something that's just is when it's airborne, and two, you don't know where it's coming from, because a person pop up with a case and said, okay, I was last seen over there. Okay, but you've been spreading it for the past 2 weeks. So where else have you been for the past 2 weeks? You don't remember. Throughout the whole time you've been spreading it. So Lord knows who what. So you got to track down all the other people you've been contacting throughout the past 2 weeks. That's impossible. You can't contain that.